Good day, gentlemen and ladies. The subject of my video today we're the 5th of July, 2023. The great subject I would like to speak to you is my great friend Bill. Bill is a senior citizen that I met the first week that I arrived here 2 years ago. When I arrived here at the end of May, beginning of June, I was walking with Scotty and Ruby all around the neighborhood, and Bill, which you're seeing on the picture here, really liked my two golden retriever, and we started to chat back then almost every day during the spring and summer and fall. During the winter time, it was kind of cold, but the thing is, we developed a great, respectful relationship, and we become friends. And I even present my mom when my mom is visiting me. I present Bill, and the exchanging a lot of email. My mom is writing poem also. She's a writer, amateur writer, and Bill has an outstanding memory. Just to give you a very quick life biography of Bill. Bill is born in the Plessisville area, which is about maybe 45 minutes south of Trois-Rivières, or between Drummondville and Quebec City. It's a part of the Eastern Township, but there's a lot of this is the best place in Quebec for maple syrup. There's a lot of maple trees there, various kind, and that's where they make it. And it's also a farmland, woodland. So yeah, the interesting part about Bill also is he worked at the research center for the aluminum company back then. I think it started back in the late 50s up to the 60s, 70s, 80s. I think he finished in the 90s. He worked very long there, and his job was basically to keep all the measuring equipment for the searcher, where they were coming across the world. He told me one time there are about 25 different nation searcher about the aluminum company employed in that small research center there. And he was making sure that all the measuring equipment were working in good order. So his trade was that. And he was, and I think he still is, an outstanding sportsman. He started to play with baseball across Quebec with the elite, the amateur elite, and in baseball, and played in various cities. Then he become when he arrived here, he play golf with the big COs, and he was invited by them to play golf with them across Quebec also. And even I think he even went to the States or the Ontario. So a great sportsman, a great gentleman. His knowledge about the world, the history, I mean, of course, when you work with the outstanding researcher across the world, it bring you up your knowledge about the way you see the world. And Bill is definitely very interesting to listen to and to discuss various point of view, and that's why I really like him. We don't talk too much about politics to do that right now, because we all know that's where it's ending up. And but his memory is outstanding. One about last summer, I was working with the dogs, and he talked to me about a great lady. That lady is a French poet writer. Her name is Rosemonde Gérard. She's a French poet writer, and I'm just gonna introduce it very fast. It's about the eternal song, and Bill knew it by heart. I mean, it's a 5 minute long, I think, or maybe a little bit less than that. But he knew it by heart, and yeah, and his wife, she was born. She passed away sadly a few years ago. She was from Mansonville, and Mansonville is about 45 minutes south of where Joe and I. Well, Joe is still living in Shefford. I forget the name. Sorry, but 45 minutes right at the border of between Canada and USA. And I think his wife's house was in the States, but the school was in Canada. So the border where they were there, but it was more like a guideline. But the school was in Canada, and she was from Scotland, I believe. And that was interesting because I was here, and then Bill was from Plessisville, which is part of the northeast of the Eastern Township, like I told you. And she was about 45 minutes where I knew very well where Mansonville is. It's a beautiful area in part of the Eastern Township. I'd like to tell you that it's gonna be in French. But if you look at I'm just gonna show you that really fast. You guys already know that. I told my mom once. I'm just gonna take that video right now. If you look at here at the subtitle close, you can click there. If you click there, you can have the in English or whatever language you can have. You can change it. You can play right on the bottom here. Just click in there, and you can the setting, and you can have it in French and English or whatever language you would like to. And I told that to my mom, so on my video she can understand. The reason I like to publish that is I promise. When I heard that poem, like he's a great actor, like and I give him my camera that you'll. That's what I'm recording right now. I said, Bill, make record, and he spent many trials. You can see all the trials that he's done to perfect his art of showing to me, and I'm going to edit it, and you're going to see it. So please, one thing new is I like working with senior citizens. They have the knowledge, they have various point of view, and learn from them. I mean, we have many, I don't want to name them, but we have a lot of senior citizens with outstanding knowledge, and I like the way they think. They learn on the rough side. They know the value of what we have right now, and I have a lot of respect. I remember I was young when my mom used to work at the senior center as a social worker, and I used to help there to bring these good folks to the church when I arrived from school, stuff like that. So I learned that quick. And these guys deserve a lot of respect, and what I mean, guys, good folks. I mean, ladies, and yeah. So I present you that video, and my idea was that would be eternally on the web. I was scared a little bit putting on his computer, and that will get lost with over time. Now having him on the web, I can upgrade it. I didn't ask him to put I don't remember his full name, but I will put his full name later on. I will edit it and stuff like that. And yeah, there's gentlemen in this. They're very worth it to listen to and be with them, and you learn a lot of stuff with them. So I present you Bill with this poem, and I hope you like it. Like I say, if you're on the traduction, just hit the bottom right to have it in English. And for the poem, like I told you, from Rosemonde Gérard. She's a very well-known poet, and I'm gonna, on my video description, you're gonna see the poem in English. I'm gonna have various type of links also, and yeah. So I hope you enjoy it. and I have like I just gonna finish is I have a lot of respect for Bill. All right, so I present you the video. All right, cheers.
Bonjour. D'abord, cette vidéo est devenue possible grâce à la gentillesse et à la générosité de mon bon ami David Mortel, un homme affable, brillant, vif d'esprit, amant des animaux et que j'estime beaucoup. Malgré une différence d'âge importante, ses principes et ses valeurs fondamentales ressemblent à celles dont j'ai hérité et qui pourraient possiblement être à l'origine d'un grand respect mutuel. Un court préambule avant de vous réciter le superbe poème de Rosemonde Gérard. La première fois que je l'avais entendu était lors d'une rencontre familiale chez mes parents à Plessisville et il était récité d'une façon parfaite par ma nièce Nicole Bilodeau. Rosemonde Gérard, née Louise Rose Étiennette en 1866, est une poétesse et comédienne française. Elle est devenue l'épouse du célèbre Edmond Rostand, écrivain, dramaturge, poète, et parmi ses nombreuses œuvres littéraires, Cyrano de Bergerac demeure sans équivoque l'une des pièces les plus connues au théâtre français. Selon mon humble opinion, Rosemonde pourrait provenir tout simplement d'une complicité affectueuse entre Rose et Edmond. Son magnifique poème « Éternelle chanson » était originellement conçu pour être récité par une femme à un homme, mais tellement bien structuré qu'il suffit seulement d'inverser l'ordre des pronoms personnels à la première strophe pour qu'il soit récité par un homme à une femme. Tout à fait génial. Et maintenant, Éternelle chanson de Rosemonde Gérard. Lorsque je serai vieux et que tu seras vieille, lorsque mes cheveux blonds seront des cheveux blancs, au mois de mai, dans le jardin qui sent soleil, nous reviendrons réchauffer nos vieux membres tremblants. Comme le renouveau mettra nos cœurs en fête, nous croirons encore de jeunes amoureux, et je te sourirai tout en branlant la tête. Et nous ferons un couple adorable de vieux. Nous nous regarderons assis sur notre treille avec de petits yeux attendris et brillants. Lorsque je serai vieux et que tu seras vieille, lorsque mes cheveux blonds seront des cheveux blancs. Sur le banc familier, tout verdâtre de mousse, sur le banc d'autrefois nous reviendrons causer. Nous aurons une voix attendrie et très douce, la phrase finissant souvent par un baiser. Combien de fois jadis j'ai pu dire « je t'aime ». Alors, avec grand soin, nous les raconterons. Nous nous souviendrons de mille choses, même de petits riens exquis dont nous radoterons. Un rayon descendra d'une caresse douce, parmi nos cheveux blancs tout roses se poser. Quand sur notre banc tout verdâtre de mousse, sur le banc d'autrefois nous reviendrons causer. Et comme chaque jour je t'aime davantage, aujourd'hui plus qu'hier, et bien moins que demain. Qu'importeront alors les rides du visage, mon amour se fera plus grave et plus serein. Songe qu'à chaque jour des souvenirs s'entassent. Mes souvenirs à moi habitent avec les tiens. Dans nos cœurs, ils revivent et s'enlacent, et sans cesse entre nous tissent d'autres liens. C'est vrai, nous serons vieux, très vieux, faiblis par l'âge. Mais plus fort chaque jour, je serrerai ta main, car vois-tu, chaque jour je t'aime davantage, aujourd'hui plus qu'hier, et bien moins que demain. Et de ce cher amour qui passe comme un rêve, j'aurai tout conservé dans le fond de mon cœur. Retenir, s'il se peut, une impression trop brève pour la ressavourer plus tard, avec lenteur. J'enfouis tout ce qui vient de toi comme un avare, mémorisant avec ardeur pour mes vieux jours. Je serai riche alors, d'une richesse rare, car j'aurai gardé tout l'or de mes jeunes amours. Ainsi, de ce passé de bonheur qui s'achève, La mémoire parfois me rendra la douceur, et de ce cher amour qui passe comme un rêve, j'aurai tout conservé dans le fond de mon cœur. Lorsque je serai vieux et que tu seras vieille, lorsque mes cheveux blonds seront des cheveux blancs, au mois de mai, dans le jardin qui s'ensoleille, nous reviendrons réchauffer nos vieux membres tremblants. Comme le renouveau mettra nos cœurs en fête, nous nous croirons encore aux heureux jours d'antan. Et je te sourirai tout en branlant la tête, et tu me parleras d'amour en chevrotant. Nous nous regarderons assis sur notre treille, avec de petits yeux attendris et pleins de larmes de nos 20 ans. Lorsque je serai vieux et que tu seras vieille, lorsque mes cheveux blonds seront des cheveux blancs. Merci Rosemonde, merci beaucoup.